Hi, I've been waiting for you. This video and the next one is one of the top listed of the must-know facts about the history of the Advent movement in America. This is not taught by anyone that I know, yet it is highly important for any true progress in this faith, meaning that you must be a student of the faith. Why? Because you will be held accountable for what you could have known. In survival, there are what is called the rule of 3. 3 minutes without oxygen, 3 hours without shelter, 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food, and death occurs. Now, of course, that's a general thing. There's all kinds of variation. However, in the Advent faith, I have what I call a rule of 4. You need the authentic truth, which means the Bible, the spirit of prophecy, and history. This equals proven truth. The King James Version and the spirit of prophecy as it was originally given, and proven history. And this means 7 present truths: New Testament gospel order, the midnight cry, faith, and works. The first angel's message is followed by the second angel, which is followed by the third. The first angel's message is in the past, and it did go to the entire world. The second angel's message also is in the past, and it was local to the northeast quarter of the United States of America. The third angel's message has its beginning on October 23, 1844, with the first vision God gave to his church through Hiram Edson. And this message must follow the first and second messages, or it is not being properly given. James White writes on page 99 of the 1853 Signs of the Times book, quote, "Those who present this message understandingly must first show the fulfillment of the messages of the first and second angels in the past Advent movement. Thus, they chain all 3 messages together, show their harmony and the fulfillment of God's word in them, and the testimony relative to the second coming of Christ is bound up." In the same book, we turn back to page 91, and there read this from James, quote, "Let it be distinctly understood that the second angel of Revelation 14:8 is in the past, but the angel of Revelation 18:1 and 2 belongs to the present and more especially the future. This angel is to proclaim what the angel of Revelation 14:8 did, and also something more, which has been taking place since Babylon fell." He adds, "And it is become the habitation of devils and the hold of every unclean and hateful bird." The second angel, who announced in 1844 that Babylon had fallen, could not then have also declared that she was a hold of foul spirits, for the history of her foul spirits has been since that date. Now, this brings us face to face with some very critically important facts of history. There I have an article that is on my website, and it is a link here that you need to click on the description, and you'll see the link that you can click on that and get that article. There are a great number of events and processes that the saints are living under, and that is on the article page, and it's number 18. In this video, we have been overlooking from a high vantage point the progress of God's work in the history of the Advent message. Now we are going to get specific and look at the final events just before October 22, 1844. The way they impact our time are critically important facts you need to know. This information is not commonly available, yet its importance is one of the topmost items that we all need to know. Here's the lineup. William Miller started preaching the Advent message August the 7th, 1831. He taught the correct date God wanted him to, the entire year, 1843. That Jewish year, 1843, ended March 22, 1844, and nothing happened. This was the beginning of the night that came on. No one knew what was happening. This darkness continued about 5 months into the middle of the night. About the middle of August 1844 was the Exeter camp meeting. This began the midnight cry in that part of Northeast America. The midnight cry lasted about 10 weeks, ending October 22, 1844. October 23, 1844 began the third angel's message with a vision from God. Our next video will go into greater depth on this topic. There we will cover the great points that are of such major importance for you. God bless your study.